So we are in northern England. We've come back into northern England. We are at a Heading on the Wall. The spot is known because there is a wall made of stones that was used as a northern border for the Roman Empire. So this wall, what's left of this wall, was built 2,000 years ago by the Roman Empire. This was the northernmost border that they were able to get to. They never made it into Scotland. So this is what's left of the wall that was originally a border, originally had carriages on it, people walking on it. This was actually a border. Now it's barely waist high, even knee high at some points. But there's different sections of this wall across England. This is the one section that we're able to get on this tour. So enjoy! So we arrived in York this afternoon. And previously I had seen on the list that there was a cathedral here called the York Minster. You can see it in the background there. And I have some other pictures to show you. It's famed because it has over half of England's medieval stained glass in the windows. All of the medieval glass from that period, that half of what's left in England is in this cathedral. So that's pretty impressive. And I thought, okay, we can maybe talk about stained glass a little bit. But on the way here, I started looking at the other things that were available to do, and I never made it to the church to look inside because it turns out that this city is rich with history. You can see that I'm on something kind of strange here. I'm on a city wall. Back in the 12th century and 11th century, they erected a city wall around the city to help protect it from invaders, thieves, and Scots. There's always battles going on, but the city's history goes back even further than that. The Roman Emperor Constantine was proclaimed the Emperor of York in 306 AD, right here, because this was a Roman settlement and a Roman fort as well. We saw Hadrian's wall this morning, and there's these city walls actually are built on top of a Roman fort from 2,000 years ago, and you thought, wow, 2,000 years? That's a lot of history, right? Guess what? It actually goes back even further. Before the Romans were here, the Vikings were here. York is actually Jorvik. Jorvik was the name of the town, and the Vikings had a fort here, and I got to go through a museum. You can see some of the pictures here of what they believe the settlement was like. Lots of huts, but they raised livestock, they traded, they had an interesting, there's coins, there's beads, there's pottery, all kinds of neat things. So the history of York and Jorvik goes back a long, long way. But the history isn't all ancient history in this town, because the other thing I found out, and the reason why I didn't go into the church, is because this is also a great place for chocolate. Yes, you heard me right, Miss Angie. It turns out this is also the home of kitkat bars. Give me a break me off a piece of that kitkat bar. That happened right here in York. There are several chocolate shops, so I got to take a tour through the chocolate story of York, and we got to try some different chocolate as it goes through the process from a cacao seed, refining the chocolate, mixing in the stuff. There was an interactive table that showed, so we got to do the process, and then we got to make some of our own chocolates and eat them. So that was a lot of fun. Plus we did the Viking Center, and then I came over to see the church from the outside, and it's still pretty impressive, I must say. And now I'm up on the city wall, and it's been a long walk. I've got a few steps in, and I think I'm gonna head back to the hotel for the night. But see ya next week. Bye.